So last Friday, I had the pleasure of working on Fox's New Year's Eve special. It was great, where I interviewed the crowd and digested a lot of confetti. It was more fun going in. Anyway, it was a great time, and I met some amazing people who later disappeared, not by choice. But in case you missed it, here's some of the choice bits.
Do you like people?
I hate people, but I gotta tell you, I've had a lot of celebrity sightings tonight. I swear I thought I saw Kathy Griffin. Turned out it was a homeless guy. So, well, what else died? CDs. CDs, which came out 20 years ago, now replaced by iPods. Everybody's got iPods.
Okay.
Nobody likes albums, they like songs. My iPod is filled with Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber? Don't make fun of Bieber. I actually went to a Bieber concert this year.
I don't mean the songs, I mean actually particles of Justin Bieber.
Maps. Who uses a map anymore? You just do all GPS.
You know what? Globes.
need it.
Remember everybody had a globe in their living room?
Still do.
And you'd open it up and there'd be a hidden bar. Do you have plans after this?
I'm just going to relax, go back to Long Island, and enjoy the new year.
Oh, you're not going to any private parties?
No parties.
Would you like to go to one?
No, sir.
That was a very smart decision, because you never would have returned. You have any resolutions?
Yes, I do. To be in another country in Australia for 2011.
What's wrong with the United States? Do you hate America?
No, we don't, but we just want to be in another country. I'm from India, visiting other countries.
Australia is a terrible place. No, I'm kidding. Australia is wonderful. My boss is Australian. Oh, you're a comedian? Is that because you're wearing the hat? That is a funny hat.
It is a good hat.
I actually like the hat.
Thank you very much.
And the facial hair is pretty funny, too.
You know, that's a New Year's resolution. No shaving.
I like that. You know, you save about 5 minutes a day when you don't shave.
True.
Okay, including your back. Now, I want to ask you a question. While you were on Red Eye, you confessed to me a secret crush for a certain person.
Wait, are we talking about Coultergeist?
Yeah, we're talking about Ann Coulter-Geist.
Yes. Where is Ann tonight? That's the only reason I agreed to do this interview, and you said she'd be here.
I lied to you. She's actually handcuffed in my apartment.
Aw, isn't that beautiful?
You know what the amazing thing about that exchange? Isaiah Mustafa is only 5'4".
It's incredible.
Yeah,
I am, you know, actually, the thing is, we had him actually standing on a box because he demanded that he appear taller than me.
He's a major celebrity now.
And the thing is, I was actually working at the time in a ditch. So I'm about 5'11", and I was down dealing with some cables.
Sure.
And so I was down there, and then he was up on this thing, and it just looked really bad. Yeah, it was bad. It's embarrassing for him, I think.
Yeah, he was really out of place, Greg.
Yeah, he doesn't have a career. The man does not have a career.
He's the center for the Knicks, right?
No, he's not. He's the Old Spice guy. All right, taking a break, but we'll be back. Don't go anywhere. We got something good coming up. So in 2010, not only did Red Eye dominate the international houseboy trade, but apparently we also dominated Twitter, at least according to Clout.com, a site that identifies influential topics across social networks. And a move that surprised us and pretty much everyone else on the planet. Clout ranked Red Eye as the third most influential TV show on Twitter in 2010. That made us second only to Lost and American Idol, whatever they are. Well, we beat out Glee, Jersey Shore, and something called SNL. Here to explain how the heck this happened is Joe Fernandez. He's the co-founder and CEO of Clout. Hey, Joe, how you doing?
Doing well.
Excellent. Hey, Joe, I noticed that you spell Clout with a K. Are you aware that that is incorrect?
We're working on changing that.
Oh, good.
Changing it for the overall dictionary.
Oh, fantastic. Now, you called Red Eye a dark horse on the list. Why are you so racist?
Right. Yeah, sorry about that.
That's okay. That's okay. Now, can you explain how your ranking system works?
Yeah, so what we're doing is looking at all the content that people share on Twitter and Facebook, and rather than counting the number of times something is said, we're actually looking at how influential the person is who said it. And we determine that by looking at when they talk about it, what kind of response does it generate?
Oh, okay. See, now that explains it, because I got to tell you, when I first was reading this, I was really surprised. And we have incredible, intense viewers who are on Twitter all the time watching the show. But I was thinking, what are the odds that maybe people were tweeting about their red-eye flight or that really bad movie with Rachel McAdams, or is that her name? Who cares? Anyway. So, I mean, clearly, if that was played into the equation, it was marginal because most of the stuff you're looking at is the influence that comes from the tweets.
Well, it's funny. When the list was first presented to me, I was for sure positive it was red-eye flights that came up as a mistake. So I made the team go back and check, and it's the hashtag red-eye actually is super popular, and the people who talk about the show happen to be really influential.
Well, it's incredible. I mean, I was like, you know, I mean, we were all here, were really pleased to find out about this, and then as I read more about it, it made more sense. But I kept thinking I kept thinking it was people on red-eye flights, but then I went and looked, and it was. There are very rarely do people actually say red-eye as a hashtag when they're flying. I want to ask you about the clout score. I got a clout score of 69. Andy, why does that number still get a laugh? All right. You're over 30, aren't you, young man?
He's thinking about the Cubs collapse in 1969.
Very good.
Remember, the Mets just surprised everyone.
All right, Andy Levy got a score of 73. So what does that mean?
So basically we're looking at when Andy talks compared to you, more people listen. And more people click the links, more people are interacting with him. He might be somewhat more active, but it's pretty close.
Oh, man. But
so you're saying he tweets during work?
Yeah, he tweets during, that's what he does.
Yeah.
Instead of writing for the show, he tweets during work. But you know what, the great thing, at least I could say, is I'm 69, and Bill Schultz only got a 57, so basically he's worthless, right?
57's pretty good still, but yeah, you're definitely, you're beating him here.
Ah, good. I always beat you, Bill.
I think it's impressive considering how universally reviled I am that I still got 57. I'll take it.
All right, we got to go.
Thank you.
Hey, Joe Fernandez, congratulations on your site, and thanks for publishing this information. It was a pleasant surprise after my holiday at home. And I won't get into that here.
Thank you, guys.
I'm so sorry, by the way.
Yeah, I'm sorry. The bandages come off on Friday. All right, thanks, Joe. We're going to close things out with the post-game wrap-up from TV's Andy Levy. And to see clips of recent shows, go to foxnews.com/redeye. Back to TV's Andy Levy for the post-game wrap-up.
Thanks, Greg. Hey, Robert, why will you miss Nancy Pelosi?
I will miss Nancy Pelosi because, you know, she's got lots of issues with her, hate her ideology and so forth, but she sticks by her guns, she doesn't apologize, and most of all, she doesn't cry. John Boehner, her new successor, cries too much.
Yeah, the Botox got rid of all those tear ducts.
That's why Pelosi couldn't cry. She had no tear ducts.
Yes.
By the way, Miss Nancy Pelosi is one of Bill's names at the club.
Don't mention the club's name, it's private.
Hey, Arthel, what's your guilty pleasure?
Oh, here? I tell you now? Well,
in general.
Well, fine. It's something I love to do alone, preferably, and for hours at a time. And yeah, I like to sit around and watch HGTV eating popcorn. That's it.
Hey, Jesse, quickly, what's the Christy Lash Miracle Foundation?
Yeah, it's the thing. My wife got me involved with it. It's great. It's basically for women. It's a foundation set up for women with breast cancer under the age of 30, because most of the time their health insurance doesn't cover that because they're not expected to get it, so it's rare. Right. And Christy was my wife Haley's best friend in high school, who passed away at 26. So if you go to the website, you can donate, and it's a really good cause, and it's
all right.
something I'm happy with.
Sorry, I got to cut you off because we're running out of time. All right, thanks, everybody. Great show.
Thanks, Greg.
I shall thank you. See you next time.